News 13's Rex Hodge reports both the victim's family and the district attorney are voicing their opposition.
Our dad was a wonderful man who contributed a lot to society.
Daniel Ledford was just 13 when her father, Darrell Gary Ledford, was shot and killed in his Franklin home in 1991. Her parents were separated at the time, and on October 21st, she and her younger two siblings stayed with her mother following a JV football game.
That had the three of us been there for a visitation, that the whole family, we would have been murdered.
Ledford says Scott Keith Quillen pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for shooting her father in a violent home invasion. She says Quillen had worked for her father for a day. Noticing $500 in his wallet, she says he planned to break into his home and steal it to pay probation fees on prior convictions. Quillen was sentenced to 15 years to life in what was called fair sentencing at the time. But Ledford says parole structures changed to a mutual agreement parole program. That's designed to prepare selected prisoners for release should they meet certain criteria.
We don't feel like we were given the due process to fight against the MAP program. We feel that it's an end run around the regular parole hearings. The notifications to the family are completely archaic. We've not been notified by the Parole Commission at all. We were notified, I was notified through Ashley's office late last week.
The state parole board is set to release Quillen this week after 34 years. Ashley Welch is the district attorney for the Western Mountains. She says, "I cannot fathom why the Parole Commission believes this decision is acceptable." She goes on to say, "This is a prime example of why the public sometimes has no faith in the justice system. I am disgusted and heartbroken for this family and the citizens of North Carolina." Ledford believes it was her father's murder that motivated her to go into law.
What role could I play to prevent, someone from suffering the same fate that we suffered?
But she struggles with this decision.
I don't think that the Parole Commission or the NC Department of Adult Corrections really cares what the families of victims are dealing with.
Ledford wishes her father was around to see the successes of his children. Even better, to have had the chance to see his 6 grandkids.
We just like to think that he would be very proud of us and his legacy lives on.
In Haywood County, Rex Hodge, News 13.